And you can do the battery. Ooh, recharge. Oh, snap. Okay. I just got the Framer. I've been playing around with the new Framer X beta. I got a bit of a situation. I keep editing this video, Framer First Impressions. My Framer video is almost over, but every time I'm about to finish, they release a new update. So all my complaints that I had from the previous update, it doesn't make any sense. So I need a different approach. I mean, that video will still be about my first impressions of the tool, but now it's more like a thesis on how I feel about tools in general. Okay. Also, it's about to rain super hard. It's hurricane season right now, so I'm a little bit unsure what's gonna happen. So I sort of wanted to do initial thoughts. Test. Okay. No craft. I don't want to be reminded right now. Okay, here we go. These are the first impressions. I'm just gonna go over the tool. I'm going over the tool. Okay, so I created something earlier, but I'm just gonna show you a couple things so you don't see me drawing on forever. Look, okay, so you see this map? This is not a picture. This is a component that I found on the store called the map. By the way, Mapbooks. It's a really cool company that they make maps. It's like the competitor for Google Maps. It's really cool. But so you could technically grab code from their website and then bring it here and bring it into something like Framer, and then you can make a map and put a map, and then this map works like a map. Like, let me show you. Okay, so you see that? This is supposed to be in the middle. Let me refresh. You see, it's still, Framer X is still a little bit buggy, but okay. So this map, it's Miami. You see, that's cool. And so I don't know if you ever seen the app Hotel Tonight. I was basing this interaction on their thing. Okay, that's cool. So the way the scroll works is that you have you create a scroll screen with all your content, and then you create a scroll element here. So you see, this is a scroll element, and then this is masking this longer thing. Cool. So that's always cool to have, because you can like edit stuff here. This is a component, just like a component symbol in Sketch, and you edit stuff here and it edits everywhere else. So for example, the story, how I met the girl from Ipanema. Let's say we change Ipanema, we make it to South Beach. Boom. It's everywhere. Classic component. I mean, that's standard at this point, but okay, here is like one of the coolest things. This looks like a component or looks like a var or whatever. No, wrong. This is actually a stack. Stack is a cool new element that they introduced. Look at this. Okay, so let's say we don't want the feed to here. In Sketch, you would have to like move it and okay, you see what's happening? They're all kind of adjusting in place. Oh my god, that's amazing. You have no idea how much time I save. That, like, amazing. Okay, what else? Okay, so you also have prototyping tools, kind of like in Figma. Essentially the same thing. So this element, which is on the scroll, which happens to be here, is connected to this screen, right? Which could be like a profile screen. And over here, so because like this is a component, all these other components are getting connected to the screen, which is awesome. But I wish, okay, this is what happens right now. Preview. Boom, and then we go back. Classic. But if I click her, it goes to the same screen, which is fine. That makes sense. But it would be so dope. if like the data would pass, you know, like this would become this. Maybe somebody has already a component for this. I haven't checked. What else? What else? So you got your typical stuff here. You got your path. You can draw like a path. This actually is actually a cooler path than other paths. I think everybody's doing their pen stuff a little bit different, and which is cool. I think so far the best pen tool is on Figma. This is actually, it has other cool things that I like. For example, so if you wanna like create like something over here, and then you don't wanna like know where the middle is, they're sort of snapping into the middle. Right there, that's the middle. It's so cool. This is one of the coolest things ever that I think is such a cool detail. So let's say you're grabbing this component, right? This thing over here is so clutch. You see like this numbers? These numbers represent the distance between the outer frame. So this component is 7 inches here, or 7 points here, and 77 from the top, which is this top, not this top. This is okay. So when you're moving, it's moving right around you. It's just such a tiny detail, but it makes sense because in other tools, what happens is like they only give you coordinates, like Y and Z coordinates, which is it's fine, whatever, right? But when you're placing stuff to the side, you wanna put it, you know, you wanna know what you're doing. Like you wanna know this number, not like the X coordinate. Who cares about the X coordinate? This is more useful. Let's say you have this component here. You go bring it here, boom, right? And it's already snapping into these corners. So when you adjust this, it always snaps over there to this corner or to this corner. But let's say you keep moving over here, it already knows to like change it. On Sketch, you would have to change it manually, which it's so annoying because it takes so much time, especially if you're doing like 100 components or whatever. You're moving stuff around. You don't want to think about this. You wanted it to be intuitive. You wanted to get it. Okay, cool. That's another thing. That's major. For the most part, people like to argue about which one is the best tool for product design or just graphic design in general. And that's not an easy answer, mainly because people have different styles of workflows, things that they have to accomplish, how big the team is, things like that. Now, all the tools, for the most part, all tools look the same, especially when it comes to digital product design. They are different in styles, but for the most part, they have the same hotkeys, they have the same patterns, they have the same workflows. But what Framer solves right now is something more interesting. The store. So I already downloaded some stuff from. So I downloaded the iOS UI kit and I added it something else. Oh, the simple code components, and I just want to show you a couple different, and the iOS components. I just want to show you a couple different things. So the difference between iOS UI kit and the one from simple components is that the simple components, it gives you a little bit of taste of what the future of Framer is going to be like. The other one is literally just components that someone made in Vector. Okay, let me show you the components. This is the sample components. Let's grab a switch and then bring it into the here. Yeah, you see, you go here on this to look for the components. I wish that these things have labels, because I don't know. Like I get it that you want to be minimalistic, you want to like make it clean, but okay, cool. I saw it. It said components, but I wish that for now, for the time being, just because it's a new tool, I want to have. I mean, I know this because this is like a travel suitcase, and this is like tic-tac-toe or something. But this is like a sandwich. Okay, let's grab this component. So I brought this switch, and then I don't want to grab this switch. I'm going to grab the iOS switch. So the iOS gives you a toggle. And let me bring the other toggle. Okay, so just to clarify, this is the one from Framer, and this is the one from iOS, I guess, or whoever made this. These are vectors. I mean, these are components with their Navi thingy. This is a component. And I think it's a component made on React because you can't edit. I mean, you can edit the color, which is cool. That makes sense. If you're designing your app. If you're designing an app on iOS, they don't let you change it that much. But you can change the color, which is cool. Here's where it comes so dope. You can change the state right here. State control it's right here. You don't have to go anywhere else. So this combines two of this. Dope. Major points. This is cool. Okay, get out of here. iOS. So you can have like your labels over here and choose true or false. Got it. It's amazing. Let's just make the color a little bit. Yeah, that's major. So this gives you like an idea of what's going to happen. Someone's going to create a component on React. Like let's say you're going to create it once. If you know how to know React, which I suggest you to learn how to do React because it's amazing, you will end up with the code, and then you can put the code into here. I still don't know how because this is the beta, so the beta doesn't have code yet. Or this particular beta doesn't have code yet. So you will be able to like just grab the component and use it. Let's just say that you made all the components already and then you just plug and play. Oh my god, that's gonna save so much time. What else? Okay, so iOS kit. Let's go back to the ones the example kit. Yeah. The slider is the coolest one. It's the coolest one that I grabbed. Yeah, look at this one. You can slide. And then over here you can change the value. Ooh, how cool is that? How cool is that? Now, if you use Framer before, like that old Framer. No, I don't want to call it the old Framer because it's the main Framer. It's that one that I like. You can do this with code. So I can sort of see what they're doing and how they're coming from. You have your status bar, of course. With the status bar, you slide it over here. You can do Lark and Dar. You see? Okay, get this out of here. This is the one from iOS. No, thank you, ouchies. And this is the one from here. The one from here has data. Boom. Carrier. Yeah, sorry, Framer, you're not a carrier. So I'm gonna do it T-Mobile because they're my homies. They hooked me up. And you can do the battery. Ooh. Recharge. Oh snap. How awesome is this? I mean, for real. I know this is like, who cares, battery, but that's amazing. Yeah, so these components with code situation are so game-changing, revolutionary. Especially if you can go back and forwards. If you have already React components already made, I'm assuming that they're gonna let you do this, because I was reading their wiki. Okay, software companies are usually kind of separated when it comes to development and design. So I think what Framer is trying to do is kind of unify the whole workflow. But I think the thing that they got right is that anyone can use the tool for different purposes. Meaning if you're a designer that uses Sketch, you can use Framer and it will sort of do the same thing. But if you're a developer that uses React, you can also use Framer X to be part of the workflow and to facilitate other designers to build things with your design system in place. This whole idea of keeping all the components, I think everyone's trying to solve this source of truth problem, but I think Framer X is the closest one who has. That's what happens when it rains here. I'm really excited about what our future holds. I'm so pumped. Look, I mean, just think about this. I'm so pumped about this. You don't need a place to have all the states. It's all here. Choo, choo. Look at this. Boom. That is so cool. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's it. I think I'm gonna stop this video because it's gonna get too long. Too pumped. Okay.